5 bizarre miracles no one expected to come true. Hello guys, welcome back to Just Scary, the place you will get some exciting and mysterious content. Today I will take you through some bizarre incidents that no one will believe are true. Before we get into the details, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you will be the first one to be notified of our new updates. Now let's get started. 5. The Weeping Virgin Mary of AKITA. In 1973, Sister Agnes Katsuko Sasagawa from the Roman Catholic Church in AKITA, Japan, saw some unusual and miraculous happenings like Vision of the Blessed Virgin Mary in the small town of Yuzawadai. It was believed Virgin Mary came to deliver a message to her children, making them understand the importance of prayer and penance. Sister Agnes is said to have had prophetic visions of persecution in the Catholic Church. Along with the pictures she was getting, the sight of a wooden statue of the Virgin Mary weeping was also found. This miracle was even caught on camera by national television in Japan. Bloodstains from stigmata were also found on the Virgin Mary statue. The statue was seen weeping on various occasions. These unusual happenings were spotted by other nuns who noticed stigmata on Sister Agnes's hands and feet. The tears and blood collected from the statue were found to be human. A Korean woman who had a deadly brain tumor was miraculously cured on August 4, 1981, thanks to the intervention of Our Lady of AKITA, who was prayed for by friends and family. Teresa Chan's son, Ho, is who she is. After her rehabilitation, she first saw Mary in a vision of the AKITA events. Medical experts in South Korea identified her illness and confirmed its eventual treatment. 4. Clelia Barberi. Clelia Barberi was a young saint and a founder of the Little Sisters of the Mother of Sorrows, whose story is also quite unbelievable. Born to a low-income family in Bologna, Italy in 1847, Clelia and her family moved to a local church when her father died of cholera. This pious young lady was an ardent believer and gave her time for religious education. At a young age, she became an assistant teacher as she joined the workers of Christian Catholicism in 1861. She was in charge of the doctrines of young girls. Over the years, due to her immense love towards serving God, she rejected various marriage proposals that came her way. Barberi soon founded a separate group known as Saore Minime del Adolorata at the age of 21. She breathed her last in 1870 as she suffered from tuberculosis and made a promise to never abandon her parishioners. In her death, incidents began to occur that confused and stunned everyone. On her first death anniversary, an unusual voice was heard singing with the choir, unlike usual. The devotees believed that it was Barberi who was singing along with her congregation. Many claimed to have listened to her voice reciting songs and passages from the Holy Bible in churches that she had visited before. 3. Saint Martin de Porres, the Healer. Born on 9th of December 1597 in Lima, Peru, Martin de Porres Velasquez was the illegitimate child of a freed enslaved African Velasquez and a Spanish noble, Don Juan de Porres y de la Pena Formeria. His father abandoned him and his family when he was young, and Martin was often mocked for being a mixed-race child. Due to his ancestry, he was denied entry into the priesthood, but was finally allowed to take his vows by Juan de Larenza with the Third Order of Saint Dominic. He was soon noticed for his miraculous abilities. He led a strict way of life that included fasting and avoiding meat. Levitation, bilocation, amazing wisdom, quick cures, and the capacity to converse with the animals were only a few of the many marvels credited to him. People witnessed his ability to levitate while praying. His healing power was deemed miraculous, and people believed consuming a glass of water from his hand could heal most. His biggest desire was to be a missionary, but he never left his home country. But people from other countries like Africa, Mexico, and Japan claim him to have visited them in their countries when they were in need. Martin died in Lima, Peru in 1639 and was canonized in 1962 by Pope John XXIII. 2. The Shepherded Messengers of Mary. This incident occurred on October 13, 1917, which surprised everybody, from commoners to scientists and even historians. It was different from what they had heard of or seen before. Are you ready to listen to a spine-chilling story? 3 shepherd children, Lucia, Jacinta, and Francisco, shared a weird experience they had in May 1917. They said how the vision of the Virgin Mary visited them. Lucia, the oldest of them, could hear the Virgin Mary's speech. They were informed that she would appear simultaneously on the 13th of each month for the following 6 months. The children told their parents about the incident, and like any other news, this news also spread in the neighborhood like a forest fire. Fatima, Portugal became where pilgrims and believers assembled to meet their saint. All kinds of spectators and believers would crowd on the 13th of every month when Lucia repeated every message the Virgin Mary delivered to her. Lucia said the Virgin Mary informed her that she would give a sign and produce a miracle for everybody to see on her last visit. This truly made the date of her last visit so special. Reporters, historians, scientists, and everybody assembled in Fatima on the 13th of October to see the miracle that was said to take place. It was lightly raining that day, and the sky was still cloudy. After getting her final prophecy, Lucia lifted her hands to the sky. Suddenly, the clouds parted, making way for the sun to appear. The spectators witnessed the sun spiraling around in the sky, emitting vibrant colors. Everybody was amazed by the happenings, but soon the excitement faded as they felt the sun was coming towards the earth. Excitement turned into panic, leading various people to kneel on the muddy ground to beg and pray for mercy. The sun was gradually seen back in its place, leaving the witnesses dumbfounded. It was reported that the incident lasted 10 minutes, while others claimed it was much longer. What happened is still a mystery to many, as it was closely associated with psychological aspects. While many believed it was a miracle by the Virgin Mary to restore their faith, many believed it was a case of mass hysteria or shared hypnosis. This was claimed because many had different experiences according to their perception, and many even said to have experienced nothing at all that day. This incident is one of the mysteries unsolved to date. Before we go on to discuss the final miracle on this list, make sure you have subscribed to our channel, Just Scary. Hit the bell icon to get notified when we update further fun and interesting videos. So, are you ready for the most miraculous happening on this list? Let's go. 1. The Sleeping Bernadette. Bernadette Suberu was born on January 7, 1844, in Lourdes, France. She was from a low-income family background. When she was 14, she had her first religious experience as she witnessed a vision of a woman near the local cave in 1858, which she believed was the Virgin Mary. But her claims were denied by the Roman Catholic Church as they were suspicious of the events that she said to have taken place. Later, it was said that she had had 18 other different visions. The last vision gave her information about the river, which has healing powers. As time went on, people began to believe her stories. She entered the covenant of the Sisters of Charity and Christian Instruction and never as friends. She was not ready to bear the weight of the attention she was getting. She suffered from various illnesses in her life, but what was surprising is that she never went to the healing river herself. She finally gave in to her battle against tuberculosis on 18th of April, 1879. Bernadette was exhumed 31 years later, only to find her body intact as she was buried, which stunned everybody. She looked as if she was sleeping, as her body didn't show any signs of decay, and she wasn't embalmed during her death, too. In 1919, she was exhumed for the second time, and once again, she was found in the same condition as before. Her body now lies in a golden crystal case in the Chapel of Covenant of Saint Gildas in Nevers, France, as they put her on rest in 1925. And with that, we come to the ending of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like it and share it with people who must know about these mysteries. Comment on which incident shook you the most, and share any bizarre story you know. Check out our other videos on our channel, and I will see you in the next one.